will start with a rose on the side. And remember to use your C strokes. Make sure you have a very thin line before you flatten that brush to get a very thick stroke from your bristles. Now all I will do is add water to my brush, nothing else. And I'm just going to keep going until there's no more paint left on this brush. See, it lightens. And lightens and lightens. And I keep some white spaces to suggest highlights and spots where I should be painting white but aren't. With watercolor, the lighter the stroke, the whiter the paint gets. Alright, so let's shift to another color. Let's see if I can go and make a design that's somewhat rainbow in effect. Oh, thanks for the likes. I see that some people are watching. Thank you. It's been a few weeks since I last painted, so the mornings are not as quiet as I would have wanted them to be, but today I find time, so I'm sharing my me time with you. What is me time? Me time is when you reboot and try to get your sanity back. Now, you will add a darker center. That's the typical rule of flowers. Your center has a dense amount of leaves, therefore it is darker than the rest of your painting. Moving on, I will try and make a rainbow floral for you today. And with rainbow florals, we work with a system of colors. Now I'm doing an orange, a light orange design. It's going to be a side swipe of my size 6 round brush. I like using the black silver velvet. It's a mix of squirrel and I don't know, nylon, artificial bristles, and they work well with my painting style. And so now I'm adding, or I'm dropping another color, and this is to add some interesting bits to the flower. Okay, I'm moving on. I'm going to go, I'll add a little yellow or mustard. Yeah, let's go mustard first. So the mustard color flower will be a side swipe still. Okay, a side swipe flower. See that? Very easy. If you join me for a class, I'm having classes January to 2 and 10, by the way. So if you want to join me, please do. January 2 or January 10. It will be the same class, and I'm offering it on 2 dates. January 2 and January 10. Both are weekends. So join me. Now I'm just going to keep adding yellow to the color that I have on the palette already. Wait, let's show you the color palette. So I'm just adding this yellow to what I already have, just to lighten it. As I said, we're going to try and work with what's this? A rainbow colored thing as we go around the wreath. Okay, so it's a little lighter than before. And after side swiping, I just fixed the shape of the flower. For me, I've discovered that painting it helps me to be less judgmental. That's my issue with the world, so I have to fix that. And if you know what to fix, find ways to do so, right? And in my case, I've learned to quiet the mind, quiet the insecurities, right? And just live. Now, let me add yellow. Some more. There we go. Happier and happier yellows coming up. And this is what's going to help me build a rainbow wreath. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. We are 11 more days away from Christmas. Have you done your finger Shopee Lazada shopping? Amazon? Have you made your December fun for your kiddies? I guess the idea that it is still Christmas, that the holidays are really for the kids. We shouldn't break that tradition, right? Especially if this is, something that at least they can look forward to. So on my on the pages that I manage for the preschool, the Little Apprentice, I'm down to the last few days of our countdown. I started with 100 days. What have you done in the last 100 days, guys? Okay, maybe I'll go back to a rose. Okay, C-stroke. Leave white areas behind. With green, so I'm transitioning to green, guys. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, and since there's green on the palette, I'm not going to load my brush with anything else but that. Okay, side swipe. I think I've perfected the side swiping type of flower petal. I I swear to you guys, painting is actually a very cheap way to lower your blood pressure. Not kidding. Why? You buy a palette, maybe of 12. There are nice ones at 200 pesos for like 36 colors. I go a little more expensive though. I take pleasure in using art philosophy, which is Prima watercolors. A palette is 1,500, but I tell you, wait first, I'll tell you, it's been a couple of years and my palettes are still alive. I'm using a Shinhan palette today because it was the first one I pulled out of the bag when I decided I had time to paint today, and I didn't want to waste time. So there, so see, I'm making my color flow. So now I'm adding a mint green to the mix, and I'm going to go and do maybe elongated petals. There you go. They're just like the side swipe type of petals, only longer. How can you go wrong, right? And then I fix the shape of the petal after I side swipe. So you can do no wrong. Anyway, back to the price of this form of therapy for me. The palette is about 1,500 Philippine pesos, but it will last you maybe 2 years. And in those, it's been 2 years and my palettes are still alive, and you know, I can still use them without much issue. And then paper like this one, this is like 5 pesos if you buy a pack of 10. A pack of 10 is about 55. So how can you go wrong with 55 pesos of paper to practice with? So when I practice, and it's student grade thickness of paper, that's about 190 GSM, and the higher the GSM or GMS, the grams. So the weight of your the higher the weight of your paper, the more absorbent it is, and the more times you can go over your work. Now, the merit of using student grade paper is that it dries faster, which means less room for mistake, which is what I like. You know, if you're talking about speed chess, touch move. So this is one way of getting yourself ready. And then at some point, you switch to more expensive sheets, and the more expensive sheets allows you to return to some strokes or some areas, or cover some areas. And when you do, that's when editing comes into play. You're able to make sure that you have all your elements and you're playing with these elements correctly. Okay, so I'm just adding water and removing paint from the brush. This way I lighten the sides. I'm lightening the sides. cells that are quote-unquote white. There. Okay, and then we move on. Now I'm turning to the blue. To the blue side of the palette. Oh, I haven't drunk my coffee. And so I drop darker shades of the blue on the still wet portions of my fluorescent flower, and the water will move and swirl. I'm now choosing another blue to work with. Oh, looks the same. Why don't I remove water from my brush and then lift? There you go, see that? Suddenly it's a little bit more transparent. So I lift paint off this floral. There. And then maybe I'll go one more blue, a dark one. And then I have to go to the purple so I can manage to return to pink. Okay, a dark blue. Imagine it is crossing over and it's wider than the one underneath it. Let's just show a little more finesse by doing this. And then I quickly start switching to purple. It'll turn to pink or fuchsia so that I can go back to red. An ugly petal, but we will just have to fix it. And I will add the fuchsia in a moment. Fuchsia magenta, and I'll go back to red. Here it is. Super tiny one. Okay, I'll work here on this side. And I think I will go over this rose. Because guess what? I can. And that's the nice thing about me time. You get to practice the I can mode. And it becomes part of your DNA. You realize, yeah, I can. I really can. And you stop doubting and second guessing yourself. Because people who always doubt become doubtful. And we don't need doubt. We need decisions. We need people who can just help themselves. Okay? Did you know, guys, that 2021, as trends go for life coaches like me, It's going to be self-help and rebuilding and getting your groove back. Ang galing ng kamay mo. Oh, thank you. So the idea that I've been helping myself through the pandemic so that I can be mindfully healthy by the time you need help was a good idea. So the breathing techniques that I was sharing early on during the pandemic, you can just look through my videos. Please breathe properly. Your lungs, your cells need oxygen. And if you can breathe well, then less chances of viral infection, if you know what I mean. Okay? Let's add one more here. And then after breathing comes your intentions. Okay? And the intentions that you repeat, and I say this, repeat and practice, will be what your mind tells you every day. And you need a strong mind. Your mind cannot dilly-dally in 2021, right? You have to think, yes, you can. So painting does that for me. It sounds indirect, but boy, this is very empowering stuff. So you have to practice the I can mode often so that when you're faced with a question, it becomes more automatic to answer with yes, I can. Every decision your mind and body makes starts with yes, I can. So help yourselves, guys. And again, for those who missed my announcement, champion sa dancing, magaling pa mag-painting, commercial model pa, kotang-kota. Yes, because I can. Thank you. Yan ang aking mindset. Kayang-kaya. Di bali mataba, di bali matanda. Basta sa mind ko, kayang-kaya, lumalabas sa katawan. Maski dumudugo ang paa, maski may tama ang tuhod, yes, I can. Kaya magandang results pag competition. Alam yan ni partner. Ang bibigay na yung tuhod, pero hindi ang mind. Okay, we just keep going. We'll go round and round and fill up the page with different colored leaves. I'm also darkening the greens. I don't know if you noticed. So I'll do a subtle rainbow of greens and darken it here in this light portion. Okay, just to give it the balance. So I'm getting ready for webinar-based classes again, January 2 and 10. Those are separate. And the same classes actually. But I'm giving the same class January 2 and January 10. Ganda mo kaya sa personal. Oh, thank you. I try. Okay, I'm reading in Tagalog. I'm getting feedback because this is FB Live. So there is somebody commenting, and I'm showing my appreciation. Okay, lagay tayo dito sa loob. Let's put some leaves inside. Oops. This kind of technique means I just lay the brush flat on the paper, which allows the paint to follow the shape of the brush. So it becomes round, the tip becomes round and intentional. Okay, let's do that again. So I lay it flat and it forms the shape of the brush. There you go. Ta-da. And I will go a little bluer, but I'll still add green. Okay, it cannot be, well, I don't want to go blue, but I need the darker one. Oh, it's not dark. Okay, fine. Purple brown to the green, so I can get like a hunter green. Yep, here it is. Just in time for this yellow. Sige, let's make it pointy again. Okay, pointy. So I have to lift the brush so it goes back to a point. Yeah. Here you go. And I will add a little brown to this blue. Olive green. And what are you all up to this Monday morning? Just turning the paper around. Very dark green. And since this area is green, I need to maybe redden the green. So let me let it become a little brown. I don't know if you get me, but the green has to shift now. It's going to be a little brown and then maybe hitting the red. Okay, so complementary color of green is red, and this sets off the green more. Do you see that? Okay. Complementary colors help you faster get noticed. People think it's pretty and they don't know why, because the color choice that you made did it for you. Okay, so we are putting a little a touch of red to the green. so that this green sticks out. Okay, adding a little bit more red to the brown. And then later, when we hit the blue, I will add a little orange. Or since this is already red, I'll just need to add yellow. Okay, that's how colors work. And that's what makes painting fun. Imagine you play with rainbow colors all the time. How can you not be happy? See that? So we've switched it, right? From green, dark green, and then adding a little red, and then now we're adding a little yellow. I have to go and orange it up. So it's like a double rainbow. I'm working with the orange now, or brown, if you want to see it in another light. Remember that dress that was blue or gold or white and nobody could decide? Well, it's up to your eyeballs figure out also what color this is. So we are up to brown and orange, and maybe I'm going to get or find my way back to green. Okay, how to make it green again? I will start adding green to my orange. So this is just a little painful. Painful to look at this green. You can't tell if it's green or orange, and it's very wet. But that's okay. Okay, adding more green. Turning the paper just so my hand is not, the palm doesn't hit the wet sections. There, so I'm slowly moving to the green, adding water. Remember, there are millions of species of green flowers and leaves, so you can play with shapes, with thickness, with how far apart they are, with size even. Can you see that? Okay, so we're working with size as well. Now the green that I played with, I'll just mix with whatever yellow ferns. There, ferns. Grassy. I have not reloaded the brush. I'm just working with what I have. Okay, I have to add still more yellow. One more yellow and then I go green back to this color. Okay, I have to just make sure my paintbrush doesn't hit the camera. Mixing it with a little yellow, and it goes to this one, which is close to that green. I have to turn the paper around. Ah, see what happened? Dry and my finger touched it. And here we go. I think I want to do something here. It's pretty empty. And the insides of the wreaths are sad looking. So I will revisit some colors. Thankfully, they're still on the palette. But I have to remix and reconstitute the other colors with water. So just in case they're not the same color, it's okay. Remember, for me, painting is also about letting go and just going with the flow and just understanding that there are just some things that have to be this way since you cannot undo. Oh, I moved the camera again. Sorry. Very watery combination, and I'll just add very light leaves everywhere. This is just to just to busy up the paper. Okay, so this is light. More leaves here and there. So I am going to fix it like this. Okay. Or maybe I'll go to the brown area. Brown area of the palette, I mean. Not wet enough, I guess. Let me just turn the paper around. kind of two-toned. I like it. Symmetrical shape going. This is a trick. If you want to cover as much space as you want, you go with ferns or big leaves, whichever you like. And let's balance it out. Let's put a little bit of fern on the other side of the page. See? All you need are consistent strokes and commitment to do those strokes, and then you'll be able to do them. Okay, so all this questioning of can I do it, will it look good, you'll never know until you try. These are serious cliches. They're here for a reason. Okay, so the idea is just to try. If you want to compete in dancing, try. If you want to paint, try. So it's good that I have a little left over of the other colors. This way, if I want to return to it, I'm not guessing how I mixed those colors together previously. And if you're going to paint over something, make sure that something is dry and that something is a little lighter. No, the one that you're painting over, that it's lighter than your current color. Darker colors go on top. Let's add a fern here. after I do the leaves, I do the center of the flowers. That's coming up in a bit. And before I go, of course, I'd like to remind you, January 2, January 10, I've got workshops online for painting, for self-confidence, so kids can join as well. Time management, and so forth. Also, I've teamed up with a friend. Her name is Tin Reina. We are going to be giving free webinars on mindset reset, stress management in times of pandemic. This January 9 and December 30. So all you need to do is look for my website, workshopsbyroxy.com, or you go to my Facebook, Roxy Araneta, and sign up. Free. You might just, learn something new, and you just want to be a little bit more productive and mindful of your actions and how you do things at home, so that you can be more productive, you can make more money, you can just make better decisions. It's really one secret that when you unlock these powers in your head, again, it's all practice, you see. When you unlock these powers in your head, then doors open. Okay. I am able to do a lot, and I do a lot well because of this mindset. And hopefully it's a mindset that you would like to also have, because if it worked for me, why shouldn't it work for you, right? Right. Okay, so I'm done with the leaves. No, wait, I think I'll add something here. Edit. Problem with painting on your own is that it's tricky when you should stop, like when enough is enough. Okay, so right now, let's call it, and I will cheat. I will use black for the centers of the flowers, and I will add dots to all the flowers here. Okay, just simplify. Again, I try to do this every morning, and when you create or when you come up with something new, something all by yourself with your hands, the sense of accomplishment lends to your self-confidence and frame of mind for the day. So I tell you, painting should be enjoyed by all, because painting is fun. Look, all I did was do the same strokes, and I came up with, I'd like to think, a nice painting today. If it's not nice, at least it's colorful. And if I did not impress you with the niceness, then maybe the color palette would appeal to you. Okay, can't even remember where the flowers are. If this is the start of it or the end of it. But I'm working systematically so that I don't miss a flower. Ooh, this reminds me of a kiwi. Ooh, yummy. Okay, almost done. I will upload this to my Facebook page with the final product, and I will also upload it to YouTube. As you can see, it says there YouTube, Rosanne Araneta, as well as my IG. So please support me and like and subscribe, and you can see more of my paintings on the sites that I just mentioned, and you can join me for free webinars on January 30 and January 9. Then I have painting webinars, which are with a fee, on January 2 and 10. All right. So everybody, thank you for joining me. I will see you soon. Bye.